Hi guys, my name is Jenna. If you guys are new here, welcome back to my channel and we're in a totally new place, but welcome to our October Plan With Me video. Okay, if I'm being honest, I'm facing everyone that's looking at this view behind me, so I hope you guys can appreciate the effort that I'm putting in. I actually decided last minute to film this video outside because I'm trying to romanticize and really give myself a week of self-care and treating myself, doing things outside my comfort zone, but also doing whatever I want on my birthday week. My birthday is on Friday and it's Sunday on the day that I'm filming this. So I thought it would be fun to switch it up and look at this beautiful view behind me. This is actually where Thomas proposed to me a little over a year ago, which is so weird. But this is one of my favorite places in all of Arlington and DC and the whole DMV area just because it's so special to me. Let me turn you guys around. That is the bell tower where Thomas proposed to me, and it's literally one of my favorite places. This is called the Netherlands Carillon, and I love it so much. So for this video, we are going through our October plans, our October goals, and I actually have a couple of planning updates, but the truth is I don't have Wi-Fi here. I just have my phone. I don't even have my planner with me, and we're just gonna make this pretty casual. Usually I think that planning your life means that you sit down at your desk, look at your goals, look at your spreadsheets and all the things, but I also want to show that you can plan your life and do productive things while also being outside and enjoying the fall air. I hope you guys enjoyed the view behind me because I think it's so beautiful. We're still going to go through all the same things though, because I have everything in my phone. I have my yearly goals that we'll check in with, our monthly goals from last month and this month. We have all of our content already teed up on Rella, which is also on my phone. And then I do have some updates with the doodle planner. Well, that will be inside, but I don't have actually anything other than my purse, my camera, and my water bottle. So that's it in my phone. For the purposes of this video, I think it will be fun to just switch it up. So on this side here next to me, we're going to have a screen recording of my phone because you can do that. I really like having Notion for all of my long-term planning because I can look at it whenever, whether I have my planner or not. As much of a pen and paper person I am, that's what I am in my heart. I do like having my digital planning for all of my long-term things because I can look at it whenever. So it's nice. We're going to go to yearly goals and check in on those first. I just cannot believe we're in the last quarter of the year. I think at this point we can start maybe checking off. Oops, I'm going to get some texts. Let me turn on my do not disturb. We have 25% of the year left, less than, and that is just so insane to me. I can't believe it. Let's just actually take a look at my Notion template. This is available to you guys for free. You can view it on your phone. You can view it on your computer. We usually do computer. This is actually the first time that I'm going to do it on my phone, but I think it's kind of fun. We have a more and less list, and we can just look at this. More simple and healthy meals, low impact workouts, understanding and patience, running for fun, love for myself and my life, Korean, and intentional and casual hangs. I feel like these are all intentions that I set out in the beginning of the year that I continuously tried to live by. So I'm actually really happy looking at this because I feel like this is exactly what I did this year. And then for less, we have no phone in bed, self-sabotage, being neutral in situations, zoning out, blaming others, added sugar, spending on convenience, and over-discipline. I feel like those are all pretty good things that I've tried to keep in mind too. It's just nice to look at. We don't have to check in on every single thing, but I do think it's fun to look at. Now let's go to our 2025 goals. We're in the list view, so I'm going to de-expand everything. Let's start with financial. Accurately track savings and sinking funds. Yes, we're still actively doing this. I just moved all of my savings for September at the very end of September, maybe 5 days ago. So we're still actively doing that. It's good to just check in with your savings, what you want to save each month, just so that you can put that away. We're still on track with that. Save $15,000 towards a savings fund. I actually think I've surpassed that now, which is really great. I can actually say that we have completed this. I don't know if people think that saving $15,000 is a lot or a little. And obviously I don't share what my earnings is on YouTube, but I do work a full-time 9-to-5 job in corporate, and I do make money from social media and stuff on the side, but I do pretty heavily financially support my partner, who's also a medical student, who's in school and stuff. So I'm just really proud of myself for challenging myself to save $15,000 completely on my own, and then maintain a budget every single month. Yes, I'm still actively doing that. As you guys know, I use Selena Trevino's budget template. You guys should use it. I actually think at this point in October, this is the best time to buy your budget for next year because you can basically set it up and test it out. Test out every budget template that you find if you want to buy it, if you want to try it out, if you find free ones, because at this point we want to feel like we're starting to set up for next year. And I know that might be crazy for some, but I want to feel like I am living my life in complete success and having that intention and mindset. I'm just starting to prepare for next year. So I think especially when it comes to budget and a budget template, I would suggest buying a Google Sheets budget template just because there's no subscription. You just buy it once, you support the creator that created it in the first place. That's what I've been using for 2 years, not only because Selena's one of my besties, but because it's actually a really good budget and there's no associated cost other than the only time that you buy it. So I just think it's really helpful. And all you have to do is download a CSV export of your credit card statement every single month and then put it in. It's really nice. So I would definitely start checking out different budgets online so that you can use it for the next 2 months, test it out, make some customizations, and then you're all set up for next year. So those are all of our financial goals. Health and fitness, complete a 75-day challenge. Yes, we did that over the summer. Prioritize balanced movement. Yeah, it has been. I feel like I'm in such a good routine with my workout routine. I've been walking a lot and I've been running a lot, but I think at this point, I really enjoy walking and then going to Barry's for like full body lifts. So I'll do a lower body day, an upper body day, a full body day. It's just really nice. So I'm going to mark this off. At this point, like nothing's going to change. I think it's really important to make goals that incorporate different habits because then you can work on it every single month. And in the end, like these are all just habits that I've created, you know? Okay, run for fun. Yes, actively doing that. DC Rock and Roll Half Marathon, that was in the early stages of the year. That was in March. Cook more at home, eat out less. Yes, I've been doing lots of that. I've spoken about in my last couple of Plan With Me videos about eating more simply, just like not having to make an elaborate recipe or make it all beautiful or whatever, but just eating really simple foods. That's really helped me eat out less and eat more at home. And then DC Half Marathon, yes, I did complete this. This was the day before Rachel, one of my best friends. This is the day before her birthday, and I ran it with her and her husband, and it was so much fun. So we did complete that. You guys, look, we only have one goal left, and it's just running for fun. So that's kind of like a shoo-in. Okay, Korean. Practice Korean more in person. Yes, I think I've been actively doing that. Study Korean grammar and vocab every single week. Yes. Take consistent Korean courses. Yes. And I actually do have something to expand here because we did finish, or no, we're about to finish like a Korean level 10. So I'll leave it because we're finishing it this week actually. But I'll have completed 4 courses for my online Korean Zoom class courses. I always leave the link for the Korean class online if you guys are interested because registration is about to open up for her next round of courses. I would definitely check out like a Korean. Professor Inne is so good and she just makes it really easy for you to learn Korean if that's what you're interested in. I think we're actively doing all of these goals. Thomas and I, now that he's home from his away rotations, we've been talking about speaking more Korean in person at home, whether it's Konglish or just like a certain number of minutes a day where we're speaking Korean to each other. And oh my God, it's so pretty. Do you see the moon? And it's been a lot of fun. Well, not fun, but it's been challenging in a good way. Study Korean vocab and grammar every single week. Yes, I've been doing that really intentionally too. I'm still using the Hobonichi 2025 like A6 little mini planner. It's so small that you could fit it in here, but I don't have it with me right now. I've been trying to maintain doing that, maybe not daily, but like 6 times a week, like 5 to 7 times a week. I've been really trying to be consistent with it. And usually I'll either review classwork or like concepts from that week's classes, or I will do like a really simple journal of like what I did that day in Korean. And it's been actually really nice to practice my writing because I think that's what I feel the most confident in when it comes to Korean. Actually, in my last Work to Live Diaries video, or like a recent one, I left in more of my Korean class than usual so that you guys could kind of see like how I'm speaking and how that's going. And I actually got a lot of comments from you guys saying that you've noticed like an improvement, which is so nice. So I really appreciate it. Language learning as an adult with a full-time job and a side hustle and planning my wedding and stuff, it's definitely really challenging. A lot of times I feel like I'm not learning as fast as I want to, but I think when I look at my growth overall and like what I knew a year ago or even 6 months ago, it still is an overall progression of improvement. And I feel like that's the most important thing. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of all that matters. So we're going to close out our Korean goals. For personal, 1 activity alone each quarter. Okay, so I actually revised to remove this, but when I think about it, like look at me now. I'm literally alone filming myself in front of all these people. So I feel like I've actually become really comfortable with being alone, especially this summer with all of the away rotations and everything with Thomas's medical school schedule. I think I've been doing really good with that actually. Complete something for the wedding each month. Yes, I did complete a good number of things in September, so much so that I sent my whole family like a giant corporate style email. So we're actively doing that. Read 10 books this year. Yes, I think I've completed 9. So I have 1 more book left to complete my goal for the year. Journal more. Oh my God. Yes. Be more consistent with cleaning the apartment. Yes, it's in my planner to clean the apartment weekly, like at least weekly. Usually it's every couple days, but like a deep clean weekly, and it's been really good. But you guys, let me put the phone down for journaling. I don't have it with me because nothing's here yet, but I am like so deep in finding my perfect journal ecosystem. If you guys watch those videos on social media, it's so addicting. And I have just all of a sudden, like I've talked about journaling a lot this year, but I've never really kept up with like long form journaling. Or I tried the AM journal, I tried bullet journaling, I have the doodle planner, and there's all these different things. But I've actually decided that I'm going to start long form journaling just in like a blank notebook. My sister got me a leather cover for my birthday this year, and then I got a Midori MD notebook that's like on the way. In the next monthly plan with me video, I will show you guys kind of my whole setup as of right now, but I'll be working on this for the next 2 months or 3 months, because I really have no idea how the finished product will look. Like I need to test out certain things so that I feel ready for 2026. But yeah, I'm going to start journaling. I just want to have more like memory keeping in long form writing, whether it's like memories, plans, thoughts, realizations, photos. I want to put it all in a notebook. Like I want to have it all in one place. And I have a binder, which is what you guys see all the time from the line. That's like my productivity journal or productivity planner. It's like, that's my planner. I have all of my to-dos, my goals, everything. I'll show you guys that later. And then I am going to have a journal to start my memory keeping in written form and just like printing out photos, all the things. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. But yeah, I'm definitely journaling more. That's for sure. I can't believe actually I feel so passionately about this, because it's something that I had an intention for the last like 2 years to journal more. And I never really felt that like compelled until now. But yeah. And then lastly, YouTube and career. Maintain a healthy work-life balance within a 9 to 5. Yes, I think I had some hiccups in September, but I feel over it. So it's fine. Post more short form lifestyle content each month. Yes. Hit 50K subscribers on YouTube. Yes. My growth for YouTube has actually been the lowest it's been this year, but I feel the most peace that I've ever had ever. Like I feel like I've had the least amount of creative burnout and like exhaustion when it comes to my YouTube channel. So the growth being less is totally worth it, because I see consistency as like a long-term thing with my channel. So much so as I'm working like a full-time 9 to 5 job and maintaining like the life I have now. Consistency is more important to me than metric-based growth, because I think that my community here on YouTube, like you guys watching, care more about that too than like how many subscribers that I have. Like I don't really care how many subscribers that I have. So I did hit 50K though, and that is a big enough milestone. And then work with a small business each quarter for the year. So I'm going to actually complete this probably soon, only because I've like reframed my mindset on working with small businesses, because I've actually been focusing on short form content for that, because I've been shouting out a lot of local DMV, like DC, Maryland, Virginia based small businesses. And it's been really fulfilling. I feel like it actually reaches more people. I had a ramen shop reel that totally popped off. It got like 177,000 views, which is a lot for me on Instagram, because the owners were really nice. My mom and I met them. It was just a lot of fun, and I'm really glad to bring them that business. And then I found out from my friend, business was like booming after that. So it's just really nice. I've been really proud of the small businesses that I've been shouting out this year. So actively doing that. And those are officially all of our yearly goals. Okay, let's go to our monthly goals. We're going to go to our archive, go to our past goals. I'm going to try to breeze by the past goals just because I feel like we all know how September was for me, but I actually completed most of my things. Look, as you guys can see here, these are all of the goals that I completed for the month of September. I completed almost everything. Personal, I worked on my planner setup. I'll show you guys that at the end of this video, probably tomorrow morning, but I did read one book. I read, what did I read? Oh, I read I Hope This Finds You Well. I really liked it. It was okay. I gave it 3 stars. It was cute. Picked up a lot more at the end, but it was okay. It was just the main character wasn't that likable to me. It was hard for me to enjoy the book, but once she became more likable, and I think that's like the whole point of the story, I enjoyed it a lot more. So it was actually really witty and really cute. I gave it a solid 3 stars. Health and fitness, Barry's lifts 2 to 3 times a week. Yes, I actually went 3 times last week and I was so sore. Walk and run daily. Yes. And then my DC half marathon time was 2 hours and 16 minutes. It was a lot of fun. And then for Korean, start like a Korean, level 10. Daily Korean studying when not traveling. I didn't mark this off because technically I didn't daily study, but I would say I like very frequently studied. It wasn't like 7 days out of the week, but it was a good like 5 to 7. So I think I probably could have marked it off if I just revised it. It's fine. I don't really care anymore. Maintain my budget, keep my wedding budget up to date, finalize my last vendors. I booked a drapery vendor for anybody that cares. And then I did not make a Canva presentation of my wedding mood board, but it's still a little early for that. Like I don't really need to do that right away. So it wasn't something that was like necessary and dire to do in September. It was just something that I had intended to do and I just didn't end up doing it. So that is the past goal. It was overall a terrible month for me personally, but I feel like I'm over it and I feel feel like that feels like the past now. So I think that's all that matters. I'm just glad that September's over and I will take all of my wins for what they are. And I'm looking forward to already how October has started. October goals. Like I said, my birthday's on Friday and I do want to make some reels on like healing my relationship with my birthday. So we'll be doing that. But anyways, journal more. In my new setup, I'm going to work on that this month. Read one book. I started Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and people say that book is amazing. And even from the author's note in the very beginning, like the first 3 pages, I was like, oh no, I'm going to love this book. It seems like it's going to be a very moving book. And that's like what I want. I was like, give me your 5-star reads. And a lot of people sent that over. So I was like, okay. And I've been wanting to read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book for a really long time. So, oh my God, isn't it so pretty behind me? Health and fitness. Barry's lifts 2 to 3 days a week. Yes, we're going to maintain that. I love Barry's. Barry's literally just gives me life. Okay. I think it's really important if you're going to have a gym membership or like a fitness studio membership, you have to love it. I love it. Like the one that you'll be consistent with and the one that you'll see like physical results in is this class that you love, you know? Oh, there's a dog behind me. And for me, it's Barry's. So, and then walk and run as daily movement. Yes, that's just a intention I'll have honestly for the rest of the year because I love it so much. Like walking gives me so much peace. I just genuinely love it. So we're going to maintain that. And then I do want to make a fall recipe, whether it's like a butternut squash. I made pumpkin cheesecake muffins at the end of the month last month. And it was so nice. I want to make a cute little fall recipe or like a chili or a soup or I don't know, butternut squash, something. We'll see. Korean. Explore new Korean learning setup with a notebook. So I'm trying to revamp like how I want my Korean learning supplies to look for 2026. So I'll be testing out like different notebooks. I'm still going to take like a Korean as a course, but I just want to figure out like a better way of forming all of my notes. Cause right now it's just all in one big notebook, but I feel like I want a vocab notebook, a grammar notebook, and then a like sentence practice notebook, all in like smaller ones. So I will explore that. I'm not exactly sure what I've decided. Like a Korean level 10 daily, daily. I'm going to try my absolute best starting from now. It's actually October 5th. So starting from now, daily studying and then finish like a Korean level 10. That will be this week. Lastly, for financial, I'm going to say no spending on clothes besides my birthday because I actually did get myself an impromptu birthday gift. Today, I bought myself a zip-up athletic jacket, but I wear it all the time anyways, so I wanted to get a new color. No spending on clothes otherwise. And then I want to continue my floral designs for my wedding, and I do want to make my Canva presentation for my wedding specifically for the invites and florals, because I feel like having a whole mood board is just a little daunting. That's why I didn't do it in September, but I can definitely make something from Canva for the invites and the florals. Those are kind of like the next things on my agenda in terms of like big ticket items for the wedding. That's my plan. And I think that's everything for my Notion. I love my Notion. This is how it all looks. Oh, I want to show you guys the books and media hub before we leave Notion. Okay, did not finish. Read. Here's what we've read. I hope this finds you all. Say you'll remember me. These are all the books that I read in 2025. That's so crazy. Technically, well, did I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay, yeah. 7-Year Slip. I feel like I finished. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm almost done. I've read 9 books. I'm so freaking excited. Okay. That's everything for Notion. Now we're going to go to Rella. And then I think we're probably going to go home and finish the rest tomorrow morning. But I just wanted to do at least some of this outside because I just want to show that you can still like plan out your life and think about what you want to do next month, like all through your phone and outside and not like at your desk if you don't want to, you know? Wow. Okay. As you guys know, this is how Rella looks on mobile. And ooh, there's a new table view. Oh, nice. This looks like ClickUp. Wait, this is my first time seeing it. I bet it looks way better on desktop, but that's sick. That's very cool. Descending. Okay, this should show everything that I have planned. I actually did finish my realistic evening routine, which is nice. Okay, October plan with me. That's what we're filming right now. My real morning routine as a 9 to 5 girly. Work to Live Diaries days. Entering my last year of my 20s, talking about my birthday. Corporate lunch break vlogs. That was actually an idea from Ella, which is Rella's AI assistant, and it's going to be really cool, I think. My current workout routine, a video off, and then a November plan with me. These are all the videos that I have planned for the month of November. This is how they look. List view here. They're all in status for idea, scheduled date, platform, caption if you want it, but you don't really need it for YouTube videos. And yeah, I think this looks really cool. I love the table view. It's my first time seeing it, and I know it just looks way better on the computer. So great. Oh yeah, oops, wait, I need to change this. This was supposed to go live on Friday, but it's gonna go live this day. Perfect. And I usually have a cover photo here, but I was lazy and I didn't do that this time, but it's fine. So here's how October looks. We have videos planned for every single week of the month, including a video off, and I think it'll be great. Wow, I love Rella. It just looks so nice all the time. And I love that you can see it on table view too. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen recording now. So at this point, we have planned out everything for next month. We've gone through our goals. I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow morning at home about the doodle planner and my planner setup situation. I already kind of hinted and introed it a little bit, but I want to kind of like show you guys everything, at least so far. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, as you guys know, this is my doodle planner. I've been using this every single month for the last 3 years, which is so weird. Let me put this down because I'm sitting now. I am going to be parting with this though, probably for next year, just because honestly, like I think I want something different, and I've been talking about this for a really long time. So for the sake of not repeating myself a million times, I still really highly recommend this for anybody that likes to color, needs a reason to slow down. This has been like the best way for me to incorporate monthly self-care as an extremely productive, like very fast-paced person. This is really what's allowed me to slow down, so much so that I love it and I'm used to it. So I didn't actually use this in September. I did try filling in my moods, but I did this over the weekend. So basically at the very end of the month, and I just kind of guessed. Overall, it wasn't really a great month, but I thought about still planning this out and coloring this for October, November, and December because I only have 3 months left. And maybe I will if I have time. If I can always use these as actual coloring pages, which I love, but I did not prepare this for October. And I know it's probably really bittersweet because actually a lot of you guys have even DM'd me and told me that you got this because of me, which is so cool. I still really love Amanda Rachley. Like she follows me on Instagram, which is so insane to me. I'm such a big fan of hers and I really support her craft. And I really just honestly wanted to support her business all these years. So please still get this. If you're someone that likes everything I said before, I still love it. And the covers for 2026 look so good too. But this is my current setup right now and I'm working on it. As you guys know, I have my Hobonichi. I did want to show you guys just like how it's looking. This is the front. And I actually got this on sale because it's basically the end of the year, but I've been doing my daily Korean studying, as you guys know. It's either like daily studying like this, where I'm reviewing the content from that week's class, or I'll try journaling. So I'll just write like very basically like how my day is going. But then when I wasn't using it for like a couple of days in a row, I was journaling and stuff here too. But on blank pages, I would just leave blank. Or I even tried actually testing like journaling out in English and stuff and seeing how I liked this size for like an actual personal journal. The A6 size is so great because it's so compact and you can take it like in your purse. And it's just like, I love it. It's such a good size. I've never appreciated a small notebook size until this Hobonichi. But this size is a little bit too small for me for like my long form journaling that I'm really trying to like hone in on. So I will still keep this because I did get this for 2026 and it's still going to be just like my catch-all Korean little notebook. Like if I want to study or something or review or be on the go or I'm on the metro or traveling and I just want something to look at for Korean, I think this is perfect. So I will still keep this. It's not really like a planner or journal or really anything. It's just really like a notebook that I love. Oh, this is my Kindle. Nothing about planning there. And then of course I have my planner from the line. This is my like productivity planner. Like this is my planner. I'll have a journal for like life thoughts, memory keeping, photos, like stuff like that. But this is just for like my plans, my daily to-dos, like my to-do list, my goals, my habits and stuff. So here's how it looks. I actually put in some new things in the beginning. This is from the line and I do have a discount code that's I think Jenna10 for 10% off. And then I have a mixture of inserts from the line, Hoyanhan, and cloth and paper. So it's really just like a catch-all. I love having a customized planner in this way because I can choose like what layouts I like. So for this month, this is how I have my monthly overview like this. Here's how it looks. Here's how it looks. Here's my habit tracker from September. This is what I've been using to track all of my habits. And I just love the way that this looks. Like this is the kind of visual layout that I've been wanting to see because like I feel like I can see a lot better holistically how I'm tracking all of my goals, if that makes sense. Like clearly we can see here that I slept 7 hours like minimally, but I just feel like I can see that so much better than in the layout that I was so used to with this. Like I like seeing it all together like this. Like it looks more like data here and I like that. So that's my habit tracker. And then here's how it looks so far for October. Then what I have here is I wrote down all of the goals that I just went through with you guys last night from my Notion. I just copied them into my planner, and that way I can see it, because I feel like the issue that I was having with Notion was that I will make my goals and then like not look at it, because I'm just not a digital planner. I just don't like doing that. I like writing stuff down and I like looking at it, and this planner is literally amazing. So that's what I've been doing. I just copy them into this little planner here. And then I have my monthly layout here where I've highlighted all of the birthdays. October is huge for birthdays. Travel, any plans. I'll write down like my sponsors on one part too. So just like big events and things are in the monthly. All of my monthlies are all next to each other. And then we have the weekly planner. And I love this because this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a planner for my personal and my work to-dos, but still have them mentally feel separated. So on the first half of my planner, I have all of my personal to-dos here. You can just get an idea of like what they look like this week. And then I'll have like my social plans with a little dot so that I can try to not overbook myself and things. Here's how it looks last week. Try not to read it. And then I have the rest of the weeks of the year like this. And then I have another bookmark here for all of my work to-dos. So it's like still separated, two different pieces of paper, but still in one book. So I feel like if I'm like working from home or working from a coffee shop or working from my parents' house or something, I just need to bring this, and it just feels a lot more all-encompassing. Like I feel like I can flip back and forth between my personal to-dos and my work to-dos on like my lunch breaks and just stuff like that. So I'll have all of my work to-dos for my 9 to 5 here, and then my appointments and like my meetings and stuff. And of course, if they change, I'll just cancel them out. But I have been testing this layout for the last couple of weeks, and I'm genuinely obsessed. It's an amazing layout. So I did want to show you guys that. There's going to be no more like coloring and stuff, which is really sad. But actually, for the sake of showing you guys photos, I did update my running passport. This is a running race in the books little passport thing that my friend Reha got me for, I think it was for my birthday a couple of years ago. I started this in 2023 and I updated it for all of the races that I've ever done. So I did do this in September. So for the sake of showing you guys, I usually show you guys like printed photos and memories from that month. And that's why I love the doodle planner, but I'm going to do that in my actual journal. It's just that it's not here yet. So like stuff like this, highlights for the month, I want to do that like more often. Like I want to actually journal and document my life in like a personal, private, written form. That's the plan. But I did update this. Here's my first ever half marathon. And then DC half 2023. And it's just like, it's so cute. I love it. I think this is really nice just because I've actually never really documented all of my races before. They've just like happened. So being able to put them all in one little journal / memory book is so nice. Like you guys, clearly I'm a paper person, okay? And I think that there's so much beauty in actually physically keeping things in your life. We're just keeping memorabilias and like keepsakes of our life in different ways. So I have a productivity self planner. I have this for documenting all of the runs because this is a huge hobby of mine, running. I have like a little on the go notebook where I can put like journal prompts or Korean studying mainly, but if I do just want to jot things down for myself, then I have this with me too. And then hopefully by next month's plan with me, you guys will see like what my actual journal looks like so that I can kind of show you guys. It's not really a planning thing. I do think it's kind of related. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to show you guys and like kind of wrap up and close out, sadly, the doodle planner. But again, you guys should definitely check it out still if you're interested because it's amazing. And that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love talking to you guys in the comment section just because I feel like you guys love these plan with me videos. They have become some of my most engaged and viewed content, but I just like, I need to be a planner if I need to feel sane. And I know that you guys agree. I think plenty of you enough agree with me now. And I will see you guys in a new video very soon. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos twice a week in 2025. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already.